LeBaron Carroll has been a great partner as we've grown, because they've helped us to recognize issues that we would face as we grow. We've not only grown since I've been here from one state in Arizona to now that we have a presence in multiple states across the country, but we've also increased the number of areas that we service. So we've been very typical in terms of starting out as a kindergarten through 12th grade organization that's providing educational services to those folks in general education, to where we now offer pre-K from a private standpoint, not just a charter holder with the state, but we also have provided vocational and technical education, and the differences in the breadth of requirements that those new business areas and those new geographies have created just additional new risks. So when we started to get into offering automotive classes and students are providing services to members of the public, all of a sudden you have a new sense of the importance of keeping things risk-free and making sure we're doing right by the student, right by the faculty, and right by the public whom we're serving. So they've been very helpful in helping us find carriers and helping us find the right business practices to keep us safe and protected. So that's been great. As we've looked at different geographies, the list of risks that you have in North Carolina that's on the coast and in Hurricane Alley looks very different from the risks that we see in Arizona. And then we also look at, just as we're in a different environment with changes in COVID, changes in the society that we live in. We've had issues that, as we know, with cybersecurity issues when we're dealing with really important personal information from parents, students, government institutions, where we have to have a very high threshold for what we can allow from a risk standpoint. We've seen so many issues over the last several years about ransomware and things that schools deal with, and they can really cause major disruptions, as well as the safety of our students. So LeBaron Carroll has been really great in helping us assess the safety of our campuses, from providing risk prevention experts to come into our campuses and assess, hey, how are we doing to keep your students safe? How are we doing from a cybersecurity standpoint to keep students looking at the right things and making sure things are appropriate from that standpoint, and have helped us find the right coverage on those things. And I think it's not just from a cost standpoint in looking at how do we minimize the cost if an incident occurs, but really looking at our business practices to help us be at a higher level in our operations, such that we don't have an incident in the first place. So I think that's been super helpful for us.